This is another album that it took me a minute to give it a review and to listen to it over, and that's Drake's new album. This album is quite different compared to any other album he has put out. Many people have criticized I was about to say movie, have criticized his music, this album, because of his lyricism. The lyrics are not all that, to be honest with you, but at the same time, I look at this album as one of those albums that is not meant to be taken so seriously. If you're a fan of the electronic genre or any dancing caliber genre, then this album you enjoy it. I'm one of those people that I love electronic music. I like things that will get me pumping and jumping and dancing and grooving. I love it. I love this album because of that. So this album is one of those albums that it will get you in your feelings in some way, but it's more of a feel-good kind of album. This album is terrific. It's a feel-good kind of vibe, and it's perfect for the summertime. So, and now that we're in summertime, I mean, it's perfect to listen to this album. Now, let me tell you a few of Drake's songs. His song "Falling Back" is interesting because the sound, the beat is very great. It's one of those songs that you'll listen to when you walk into a retail store, like Forever 21, American Eagle. The list just goes on and on. It's like there's a lot of songs in this album that will make you think of going to a retail store. So that's definitely one that I enjoy, "Falling Back." "Text Go Green," it reminds me of his song "Take Care" and "Passion Fruit," so it's like a blend between the two. And it felt like 2010, 2011 Drake all over again when I heard this track. And I mean that in a good way. I know that 2010, 2011 Drake, not too many people were big on him, especially because of his singing. And at the time, I was a bit, iffy about that as well. But I never was blind away from seeing the good hits he was putting out. So "Text Good Green" is a good one. This next song, "Currents," is hilarious. It has one of the funniest beats of the, no, take that back. It has the funniest beat in the album, and it's one of the funniest beats I've ever heard in a long time. Oh my god. It just had me chuckling. It really did. I remember listening to it the first time, I was like, what the hell? And then when I listened to it a second time, it continued to make me laugh. Again, this is one of that song in particular is perfect when you go to H&M and you go to the dressing room to try on new clothes. That's just my opinion. "Calling My Name," it's definitely one of my favorites from this album. I dig the beat. I love the beat. I couldn't really care about the lyrics, to be honest with you. It's just a phenomenal dancing music. So I could see this playing at a rooftop spot, a lounge. It's just absolutely a fantastic song to dance to. "Massive" is one of those tracks in the album that I'll compare this song, or I should say reminds me of the song "How Deep Is Your Love," not Drew Hill's 1998 "How Deep Is Your Love," but the electronic version one. So it reminds me so much of that kind of song, the vibe to it. So I mean, Drake just knows how to put out great hits. He knows how to get people pumping and jumping. So I mean, I salute him for that. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Many people are not crazy about this album, but for those of you who like house music, electronic music, like myself, I highly recommend you to listen to the album, and I can guarantee that you'll love this album if you're a fan of that genre. This album is enjoyable and it has outstanding production. Now it's time for me to give a grade. Overall, I give this album 8.4 out of 10 stars.